Alright guys, so it got kind of late, and they're gonna work with the banks a little bit more to see if they can get us a better rate. And yeah, we'll be hearing from them tomorrow, so keep you guys updated. It is, guys. It's kind of bittersweet. Saying goodbye. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in today. Welcome back to the blog. That's right, we have done it. We have officially taken delivery of a Hellcat. It's still crazy to me because I had no idea that it was going to happen, and honestly, it was quite the story. When I first went up there, the video that you guys just watched, I actually didn't end up getting it that night. It's actually been a little over a week and a half, 2 weeks almost, and here we are. Managed to finally work a deal on the Hellcat. Now, when I went up there, it was such a fiasco because keys were missing. Have technical problems, or does it have stage fright?
No, I'm still just waiting on the other key.
The salesman didn't know anything about the car. Couldn't answer my questions about the wheels. The first guy was just absolutely ridiculous. We sat and we did, we sat down, we looked at everything, we did numbers, and all the numbers they were coming back with were just astronomical. And so I left. I thought, okay, this is one of those things. Like, if it's meant to happen, it's going to happen. So I left. I left the dealership, and I just let it go and left the video the way it was because I didn't know what was going to happen. So I let it go, and a few days go by, and I hear I've been texting the guy back and forth, staying on top of it, trying to get him to, answer me. Like, hey, come on, I'm trying to buy this car. Let's do this. And just couldn't get the guy to answer me. Couldn't get him to follow up. Couldn't get him to do his job. Then I get a call a few days later. I'm working. I'm sitting at my desk. It's been a horrible day. The whole house was in chaos. My wife wasn't in a good mood. My daughter is going through the I'm a preteen stage, so she thinks she's just Billy Badass all the time. I get my phone call, and it is a guy that calls me up and says, well, I can do this deal. We can make this happen. Here's the numbers, but you have to come up tonight. What? I start asking questions. So why wasn't this doable a few days ago? Why wasn't, this, of course, right? Why wouldn't you want to know? Like, what the fuck happened? So to me, it kind of seems like they didn't want to sell to me because they had somebody else chomping at the bit for way over what I offered them. And so that's why they put me off. So anyways, this guy gets on the phone with me and he talks to me about numbers, and I'm very skeptical, okay? I sold cars for a while and I also did finance. So it's like, you cannot guarantee numbers over the phone. So I made him repeat everything. I made him fucking go over everything. And then he goes, yeah, I have the GM sitting next to me. So then I hear some guy in the background introduce himself, and he goes, yeah, we'll get the deal done, da-da-da-da-da. Okay, so he has to ask a couple questions because I asked him, well, originally I wanted my wheels back. I was going to keep my black wheels from this car, and he had to ask if that was still a thing, because I had it scheduled to be done in the original video, and because these have the brass monkeys, which I don't know if they're growing on me or not. Comment down below what you guys think. So anyways, he has to call somebody else, even though the GM is sitting next to him, and he has to get permission for that. And so he makes this phone call, he does whatever he's doing, and he calls me back and he says, yeah, we can do whatever. Here's the numbers, this numbers, and I went over the numbers again. This is probably the 7th time I made him repeat himself. And guaranteed me just those are the numbers. So I said, okay, well, if it's legitimately done, I will, you know, I took the rest of the time off of work for the last couple hours of the day, and I said, okay, I'll drive up there. And as I'm starting to leave, I get a call and he goes, well, we have somebody in here looking at it. I need to know if you're coming to get the car. I said, okay, so this is pressure sales tactic. I said, you just told me it was mine. I said, I told you a minute ago I'm going to come up there and get it. So what is it? Like, is it mine? What are we doing here? And he goes, no, there's somebody really here looking at the car. I said, okay, well, let me know, because I'm not going to leave for no fucking reason. And and then he called me back and he goes, no, they're not going to be able to do the deal. I said, okay, I'm coming. Wrap the car up. I'm on my way. And they go, well, we can't legally hold the car for you. Why are you calling me to come up and get this car if you can't actually, like, make sure I get it? They call me again. This is the 3rd time in the course of 15 minutes. And they say, well, the guy that was here trying to buy it was trying to trade in a Tundra, and he would have had to have paid $88,000 for this car with his negative equity and put down 22. And he left pissed, so we got rid of him for you. You didn't get rid of him for me. He left because of the negative equity. His payment would have been atrocious, like $3,000 a month or some shit. I had gotten a set of tires recently from a sponsor, kind enough to send me an entire set of Nitos for my car, for my Challenger. And so I had those as part of the deal. I made them give me, you know, another extra $2,000 for the car, for the tires. And so thanks for that. And so I loaded that up in the car, and that was a chore and a fucking half trying to get 420 by what are they, 275/40 20s in a Challenger. That was a chore and a fucking half. There's the beast. Damn, it looks good. I'm sorry, guys. This has been like 6 years in the making for me, and it's surreal. Once I got there, they had somebody waiting outside looking for my car. We did numbers, went back and forth for a little bit. He ended up coming back a little bit higher, and so I kept getting after him. A typical salesman. He did everything in the book to pressure the sale. He even had them start it in the showroom and said, oh, well, they're going to sell it, da-da-da-da-da. They had nobody looking at the car. It was 9 o'clock at night. Finally got to a point where we both agreed on numbers, and here she is. We officially own a Hellcat, boys. You know, it's crazy. I have a year in YouTube, and you guys have helped me push myself and strive for more. And it's only gonna get better from here. I am gonna do a complete in-depth review. I'm gonna go over what I paid for the car, you know, specs on the car in another video. But yeah, I officially own a Hellcat. So thanks again, you guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching the video today. Like and subscribe for the channel, because trust me, that monster is going to cost me a lot in gas. It would greatly help the channel. And comment down below, let me know what you think, especially about the wheels. Let me know, like, are these wheels something that everybody likes, or should I swap them out for black ones? I have a whole scheme already in mind. So that's gonna do it for today's video. Thanks again for tuning in, you guys. Again, like and subscribe, and I'll see you again real soon.